Hi, I'm Dr. Harvey Claremont. It's nice to be with you today. What I am going to do is to have a series on the value of exercising. And I'm going to show you a lot of the techniques that we use, especially for the chair class. The chair class is used by people who either have not enough muscle strength to get down to the floor and back up, or maybe have a disability. And so you need to get the exercise. This first class is basically going to explain a little bit about the exercises. First of all, the value of exercise, and then the things that you need in order to do the exercises. And so let's start with the value of exercise. I'm almost 80 years old. People, when they stop me and ask, they can't believe it, especially given my history, with all the men in my family all dying before age 50. What do I attribute this to? Good eating and exercise. Exercise is very important. The value of exercise goes well beyond looking good, although no question it does get rid of that lower body fat. But in addition to that, there are many health benefits from exercising as well. First of all, for your heart. It does lower bad cholesterol, the LDL. It does, by decreasing your weight, decrease your blood pressure. It also is a great anxiety and depression reliever. And don't think that that isn't important. I know that there's a lot of anxiety and depression out there. This is a great way to relieve it instead of just popping a pill or having a drink. Exercise is of great value for your heart. It also is of value preventing cancer. Some large studies that have been done have shown decreases in the incidence, especially of cancer of the breast in women. And so, almost 30% decrease just from having a regular exercise program. It also improves the quality of your GI tract as well. In other words, you get better, more frequent bowel movements. Now, that doesn't mean that it is an entity unto itself. You also have to have a good diet as well. You need your fiber in your diet in order to have good, regular bowel movements. But there's no question that it does help. Those are the main things that are the improvements that you can get from exercise. The exercise classes that I have run in the past take three different things that we do. Number one, balance. Balance is very important in the elderly. And don't be upset because you're part of the elder population. That is just a word, it's nonsense. You need to use your exercise for balance. And we'll go through some of the balance exercises during the course of the course that we do. The second thing, stretching, flexibility. We do get tight, especially the guys who do a lot of heavy weights. Their joints begin to deteriorate. The cartilage in the joints shrink. You begin to get stiff in the joints. We all get a little stiff in the morning as it is, but the stretching does help improve that. And the third thing, you have to have some muscle strength. And so what we do for muscle strength is we use either the body bands or the light weights. We're not out to build bodies. Unless you want to build body, that's fine. Go to a gym. You'll see a lot of young men there building their bodies, well, young women too, but you want to have at least reasonable muscle strength for your balance and for the stretching ability. So those three things are what we hope to accomplish with our exercises. Apart from that, what do the people who are in the know, the people in Washington, what do they tell you to do? It seems that they're changing all their recommendations all the time. And they do. They do. They change it all the time. How much exercise should you get? For a period of time, they said, well, 10,000 steps. Now, why did they say 10,000 steps? Because there were a couple of manufacturers who were putting out pedometers. They were putting out things like BitFit, and you probably have heard of BitFit. It's a big seller, $100, $200. Tells you how many steps you've taken. You're supposed to take 10,000 steps a day. That went on the market mainly because of the push from those who are producing those things. Also, at the present time, the latest recommendation is 150 minutes a week of active exercise. 150 minutes, 2.5 hours. If you divide that into a half hour, 5 times a week, you got your 150 minutes of exercise. We like to have some of the exercises get your body pulse going. Get that pulse going and the blood pressure coming down. We'd like to have that. There's some people who have disabilities can't do that. That's why we're doing the chair class. That doesn't mean that a chair class doesn't give you good active exercise. If you follow the program, you will get good exercise. What types of exercises do? We do two types of exercise. Number one, we'll do some yoga. Yoga is great for the stretching, especially the Hatha yoga. Hatha yoga uses a posture, and then you hold that posture for a short time. That gives you that stretching that we talk about, the flexibility. We also use Pilates. Joseph Pilates back in the early 1900s started his, as opposed to yoga, which has been around for centuries, starting in India many, many years ago. We use some of that as well. The only one, the third part, is not one that I usually do, and that's Tai Chi. Tai Chi started in India, and that is also a very good balanced exercise for people. But again, you've got to be able to get up and do these things. You've got to have the strength, the flexibility to do it. Okay, now that we've got that out of the way, what do you need to come to a course like this? First of all, comfortable clothing. Comfortable. Number two, you want to have reasonable feet, reasonable balance on your feet. I take my shoes off for most of these because I like to feel the earth underneath me. You don't have to. You could do it with your shoes on. That's fine. Make sure at least they're comfortable shoes. That's number one, comfort. Number two, you don't want a lot of noise around. You go to a gym and they're playing a lot of things to get people to rev up, to do more exercising. We don't need that. I want peace and quiet. I want to focus on what I'm doing. That's another benefit of doing these chair exercises. If you do it properly, it will improve your focus and improve your ability to do things as well. You'll be able to multitask again. Remember when you used to multitask? Well, you can still do that, but you have to focus. And so what we want to do is have no distractions. That's why there's no music with this. Okay, number two. Number three, you want to have the right equipment. You don't need a lot of equipment. You don't need expensive equipment. You need a chair, no sides, no arms, but a chair. Number two, you should have a mat, any mat. They've got a yoga mat, Pilates mat, they have all thicknesses of mats. Just get a cheap mat. You don't need a big deal mat. Number three, you need to have light weights. Now, why light weights? I used to do 10 pounds, 20 pounds. Fine. Look what it did to your joints. We do repetitions, multiple repetitions. Use light weights. 1 pound, 2 pounds, 3 pounds, 5 pounds. Don't go over 5 pounds. Not good when you're doing a lot of repetitions. You can buy the weights in a place like Ocean State. They're cheap. Number three, we use body bands. We use this for strength as well. 4-inch body bands. and you cut them for a length of about 5 feet. Anything less than that, like the ones you buy over on the market and all, are all 4 feet, really too small to do a lot of the exercising with your legs. 5 to 6 feet, that's what you want on the body band. And the last thing is a small ball. Why do we use a small ball? Because there are certain exercises that we do where a small ball makes a big difference in how you do the exercises, and it's fun. That way you're not doing the same thing over and over and over again with the old things. You want to use a small ball. And probably the most important of all the little things that you do, make sure you bring your water. You may not think that you're exercising and losing any fluids. You sure are. Dehydration is very common. You want to have a nice, quiet, cool environment to do your exercising, and bring your water and use it. Don't be afraid to take a sip. Everybody sweats when they exercise, and so that is a very important component for you to use as well. What we're going to do now is, before we start in our actual exercises, I want to show you a little bit about the breathing. Now, all of these exercises, like yoga and Pilates, originally were almost part of a mystique that people had. And it's only the people who were the yogis and all who could do these things. Nonsense. You don't have to be a yogi. You can do them and get all of the benefits from it. But the breathing part is essential. 2 types of breathing that we do. Number 1, yoga breath. What is a yoga breath? Looking straight ahead, straight back. Biggest breath you can take in through your nose. Then we hold it, and then slowly breathe out through your mouth. If you take 2 or 3 yoga breaths, you will feel your anxiety level come right down. I do yoga breathing just before I go to the dentist, for example. Does work. Yoga breath. Then there's the Pilates breath. That is just a chest breath. And so instead of breathing the biggest breath you can take in through your nose, you are going to have your belly actually go in when you breathe in. I don't know if you could see that, but let me do it again. Breathing in, breathing out. A lot smaller volume of air, but that is using your abs. Joseph Pilates liked to use all the muscles in the body, and so his exercises incorporated all of the different muscles, including the breathing muscles. That's why he did a pure chest breath. Knowing that now we're ready to go on so that we can do our warm-ups. You should always start with a warm-up, and that's what we're going to do in the next segment. We're going to start proceeding now with the warm-up exercises for your general plan. We're going to warm up every part of the body. First, we're going to do head and neck. Head and neck has 4 separate movements, and we're going to do each one. First of all, you're going to go down, touch your chin to your chest, and all the way back as far as you can go. And we're going to do 5 of those. And 3, 4, and 5. The second movement, straight ahead, looking to the side. 5 of those. And 2, 3, 4, and 5. The third one, we're going to touch our ear to the shoulder. One side and then the other. And 2, 3, 4, and 5. The last one is a rotation. We're going to go clockwise and then counterclockwise. So we'll go back, down and around, and back up. Down and around, back up. Down and around, and back up. Now we're going to go counterclockwise. 1, 2, and 3. Don't worry about the creaking and cracking that you hear in the back of the neck. You're not breaking any bones. Those are just the little muscles that are snapping over the bones. After 2 or 3 times that you do these, you'll hear less and less, and eventually you won't have any. Next one, arms come down. This is why we don't have any side arms to our chairs. Arms come down. We're going to shrug our shoulders up, then come forward, and then down. Up, forward, and down. Up, forward, and down. Up, forward, and down. Up, forward, and down. One more. Up, forward, and down. Now we're going to go up, back, and down. 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 Last one. Going to go straight up. Take a big breath in, and then suddenly down. Straight up, big breath in, and down. Last one, straight up, big breath in, and down. That's our head and neck. Now we're going to do our back. Arms come straight up. And you're going to bend it over, all the way over, far down as you can go. If you can do it, walk out a little ways with your hands. Walk it back. Slowly get back up. Arms come up in the air, all the way back down. And if you can, walk it out. And walk it back and up. The next exercise for the back, arms out to the side. Bring them forward. Now you're going to follow your right arm with your head. Follow it all the way back, twisting the back. Follow it back forward. Follow the left and forward. Follow the right and forward. Follow the left and forward. Last one for the back. Right arm up. Bring your right hand down, as far down as you can towards the left foot, and bring the left arm in the air. And then back up again. This time left arm in the air. Bring it under the right foot. Right arm in the air. And back up you come. You notice now for the back we had forward and back, side to side as you followed your arms, and then a twisting motion where we had our hand under the feet. Those are all motions of the back, different parts of the back that can move. We all lose height as we get older. You don't want to have that fuse, especially fuse in a position where you're humped over all the time or to the side. You want to be able to get some flexibility in that back. That's why we do them. Okay, next, arms. Arms out to the sides. Let's do little circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now reverse the circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to take our hands, touch the tips of the shoulders with the fingers. Bring the elbows down and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to go out with the arms and then touch. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the elbows up. Bring them forward. Touch the elbows in the front. 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the elbows up. Last one. Bring that right elbow down. Touch the top of the left knee and back. Left elbow. Touch the top of the right knee. Right elbow. Left elbow. Right elbow. Left elbow. Right elbow. And left elbow. And back out again with the hands. Palms are facing down. Face them up. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we're just going to open the fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And down. Very good. So that's the upper extremities. Now we got to do the legs. First off, right leg. Going to keep the knee bent. Just raise the leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Going to add to that. When the right leg goes up, the left arm is going to go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now again, just the right leg. Going to lift it out and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Not done yet with the right leg. Going to do some balance now. You're going to take the right foot. You're going to touch your toe to the mat. Just touch it and then bring it back. But you got to do 10 of them in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And back. Now we're going to do touch your toe, touch your heel, and then back. 10 fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not done yet with that right leg. Leg goes out. You're going to point your toes and flex. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, and flex. Now you're going to toe in, toe out, toe in, toe out, toe in, toe out, toe in, out. Keep it out. Raise the leg now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and down. And now we're going to have to repeat all those with the left leg. First of all, Just raise the left leg, keep the knee bent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to raise it and then go out. 10 of them now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we're going to do the touch toe. Touch toe, and then back in. 10 fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now toe, heel, and back. Toe, heel, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. Now we're going to go on. Remember what we did before. Leg goes out straight. Point your toes. Flex. Point. Flex. Point. Flex. Point. Flex. Point. And flex. Toe in. Toe out. Toe in. Toe out. Toe in. Toe out. Toe in. Keep out. Raise it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and down. Very good. You notice that a lot of these are in succession. We just go one after the other, doing our repetitions. That is the Pilates method, doing a number of repetitions in a row like that. And you do get a lot of benefit from doing that. Basically, that is our warm-up. We went through every oh, I almost forgot. The abs. My gosh. Put your hands across your chest. Get to the front of the chair. All the way back. Touch your shoulder blades and then use your belly muscle to pull you forward. Breathing in as you go back. Breathing out as you come forward. Breathing in as you go back. Breathing out as you come forward. One more to do. Breathing in as you go back. Breathing out as you come forward. That is for the front abs. That's the warm-up. What we're going to do in subsequent shows that we have, we're going to use the light weights, we're going to use the body bands, small ball, and then general exercises that we'll do. So we're going to have a whole series for you. I would hope you could call in, give me an opinion about what you would need in order to do this at home. If you want to do more than just a chair class, I'd be happy to show you a lot of the different exercises as well. It's been very nice talking to you today. Have a nice day.